Hi, my name is Amy. I'm a third-year apprentice with the Ironworkers. I started actually as a hairdresser for 12 years, and I just decided that I wanted to change, and I kind of had maxed out all that I could do besides open my own salon, which didn't appeal to me. So I joined which was a pre-construction program. My class was for women only, to try and get into the trades. We explored a bunch of different unions, and I liked ironworking the best. To be honest, I think in the beginning I took a pay cut just because I was so successful at my previous career. But that didn't bother me, just because I know where I'm going to end up is going to benefit me better in the long run. Obviously, the medical here is much better than being a hairdresser, and for me in this trade specifically, I've had really consistent hours. I don't know, it's been a really great experience. I had a home previously before coming into this, but I would say since then we sold our house and we were able to kind of like upgrade into a more expensive second home, and that was definitely a benefit and something that being a part of this local has helped me do, so I'm really thankful for that. Continuing to learn. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Jonathan Cruz. I am a third-year apprentice. Joined the apprenticeship. Before this, I was an Amazon dispatcher. Didn't know anything about ironworking. And one of my coworkers was telling me that her husband was an ironworker, and I was like, "What is that?" She goes, "Well, they build skyscrapers." She goes, "You should go down and apply." I went down, applied. I didn't even look it up, anything. I didn't do any research about it. I just came down and applied. Was on the waiting list for a year. They emailed me, not even look at my email, and they called me. One of the ladies over here in the front office called me and was like, "Hey, come down. We have a orientation going on," and almost like a hell week where you pack rebar, you get to climb up on the structure and tie rebar as well, and also tie knots and stuff. Came in, did great on it, passed the test. It was like an evaluation test, and ever since then, it's been doing good. Was able to buy a house, got a wife, got a newborn, baby boy. It changed my life tremendously. Like I said, I came from Amazon dispatching, making $19 an hour, to almost making $50 an hour now. So it definitely put me in a different tax bracket, changed my perception on the world, changed my perception on everything, expand my thinking. Now when I walk into buildings, I'm not even paying attention to who's in there. I'm looking at the architecture of the building, looking at all the beams, looking at the ceilings, looking at the welds. So yeah, it made me overall almost like an architect overall. Like wherever I go, I'm always constantly looking at buildings, looking at houses, looking at cars and the way people build stuff. So if you want to join, whoever wants to join, don't be afraid. Come down here, and all it takes is you sign up your name down here at the hall, and you'll probably, if you stick to it and not give up, as it is hard at first, you'll be able to change your life, just like I did.
Well, my name is Matt Hawk. I'm a Suquamish tribal member. I was born and raised in the area of around Seattle. I started in construction early when I was like 19, doing dirt work. It was something that was pretty rewarding, but I had high ambitions of working in the business world. So eventually I left my job, moved to San Diego, went to college, got my bachelor's degree, moved back home. I worked as a higher education program manager for a while. And it wasn't as rewarding as I thought it would be. It was a salaried position, putting in the work. It was not a position that I could grow as much as I would have liked. It wasn't as rewarding as I would have liked. The pay wasn't quite there, so I left that position and got a job with the Navy as a civilian contractor, as a rigger. And I excelled quickly in that field, and I wanted more from it. It didn't really have more to offer. I was walking downtown Seattle one day and I was looking up at a crane and I was like, I'd really like to do that work. And I heard about this pre-apprenticeship program going on through Taro. And I talked to some buddies about it that were going to go through the process. And got a phone number, gave a guy a call, got in to test for the program, and I got accepted. I went through the pre-apprenticeship. I excelled. I did fine. Got my dispatch and immediately was thrown to the wolves, and it was the greatest thing ever. I've learned pretty much every day I've been out on work. I have had rewarding days. I've had demoralizing days, just as anything, but I've always been able to keep that hunger in my belly and look forward to going to work the next day. And with that being said, it's something that I can do long term. I've been at this over a year now, and it's still every day learning something new. I'm doing training right now, learning a lot. The union apprenticeship is something that provides. It's something that will keep providing, and for the next 4 years. And once I journey out, I'm sure that I'll still keep learning more and more. And the pay, it keeps going up. It's something that I can feed my family with. I could buy a house. I could live a comfortable life, a humble life. There's nothing I take more pride in than knowing that I'm a union iron worker.
My name is Wyatt. I'm 25 years old, out of Local 86. Found out about this union apprenticeship through the Taro program that my Puyallup tribe holds. I wanted to actually do my trade because before this I was a carpenter for Local 41 as an apprentice. I didn't like pushing a broom around all day or throwing away drywall stacks. I just got kind of tired of it, no motivation for it. And then I started watching the ironworkers work, watching them connect, watching them put down decking, watching them, setting columns, or watching the rod guys even just throw rods around and just yell around. Something spoke to me, kept looking at them. Felt it in my soul just to be that way, because that's how I am. I'm a high energy person, really excited to do new things. This apprenticeship has provided me a lot for me and my family. Helped me out in a lot of situations where the money was needed, and it helped me lose a lot of weight. I was 330 pounds before I started this, and now I'm back to 240. So this trade has provided me a great life for my family. I don't got any kids, but I try to save up some money when I can. But overall, and I like the respect that comes with the name. Being an ironworker apprentice, rod buster, same stuff, but people who do our trade knows the difference. Currently, I'm a rod buster for a year. I've liked it. It's hard work. It's very hard. Every day is always a challenge. Every day's our easiest day is probably everybody's hardest day, so I take pride in that. I take pride in knowing that's the honest 40-hour work week I've ever worked. I'm always tired, exhausted, but I'm strong, I can finish it throughout the week. I got great journeymen I stand behind by, people who teach me all the time, a little bit of yelling, but what's life without the couple minutes of yelling. But yeah, I love this trade. I love Local 86. It's helped me out a lot mentally, finding out myself, because not too many times where you're sitting there tired as all hell from doing rebar or connecting, climbing columns. It's honest 40-hour work week that makes you think this is it for me. You're working with one of the most upfront people you'll ever meet. They'll tell you how it is, and if you want to do this trade, you're not gonna find solid guys that got your back. You want to do this trade, you commit to do this trade as an apprentice, they'll teach you and go you a long way, and they'll keep you around. Staying busy, staying working. But overall, I've never had a racist comment said to me or nothing. Never had any discrimination. Never talked about my skin color. I've always worked with Hispanic people all the time. My foreman's Hispanic. Worked with white people. All colors, shapes, sizes. It don't matter what you come in. As long as you work hard and you just watch out for your brothers, watch out for your sisters, and try to help each other, make the job go by easier instead of trying to make it harder. Even with other trades I've never experienced racism. Never did. Never thought about it. Never even came to work dreading about it. Never even heard a joke. That's how seriously they did take it, and I'm very happy that they do. Because back in the day it wasn't like that. Everybody knows. But now today, times have changed. The old guys who you think that they aren't. They're some of the most loving and supporting people you've ever worked for. And even if you have general life problems, you want advice, they will give you the best advice possible. Because these guys have lived through everything. Not all of them come from colorful backgrounds. Not all of them come from easy lives. A lot of them live hard lives. And they try to teach you and mentor you throughout your life to not follow in their steps or what they did before they came good again. I've always liked how it's not just work that they're teaching me. It's life skills, life lessons, everything. They've always told me to never turn out like them, always be better, always strive to be better, help out your brothers and sisters. I like that. It feels home, because not too many times where you go during any trade, working wise, you're gonna be spending more time with your coworkers and your family. And right now where I work at, it's the hardest part of our job. It's the hardest part, but they treat me like family, and that's what pushes me to go harder. It don't matter the skin color or what. They always got my back, patted me on the back, telling me good job, always teaching me new things. Even though I did something wrong, they're not screaming at me, they're not yelling at me. They're good dudes. I've always liked this trade for that. Never had a bad experience. Nothing but good. Yeah, that's all I got to say.